Millions of people undergo surgery every year, and today we're teaching you how to be a smarter patient so that you can make the right decision before going under the knife. Amy's severe shoulder pain has her wondering if surgery is her only option.
Hi, Amy. I'm Dr. Stetson.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I understand you're having some problems with that left shoulder of yours.
Yes, it's mostly up here in my arm, but at nighttime, I wake up and my hand is all numb.
Okay. Are you having any problems moving your shoulder?
Yeah, the mobility has definitely gotten worse.
So the next thing I'd like to do is examine you. I want you to go very slowly to raise your arm as high as it goes.
Okay.
So pretty limited, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So especially compared to the other side.
Right.
Okay. When you get that pain, how bad is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
That's an 8 right
That's
there.
it, so pretty significant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to take you over to X-ray right now. I'd like to do an MRI also.
What I'm going to have you do is just lay down on your back. Perfect.
You have no evidence of any arthritis in the shoulder whatsoever. So what has happened is that everything surrounding the shoulder joint, all the muscles, the ligaments, and the tendons have become inflamed or irritated. And that's what's called frozen shoulder. The first thing we need to do is reduce the pain. The best way to do that is to do a one-time injection of cortisone. Tonight, this may get a little bit achy, so make sure you put some ice on it. I'd like you to start physical therapy sometime early next week.
Okay.
And hopefully over the next 4 to 6 weeks, we'll see a big difference.
We have Amy and her orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Bill Stetson, as well as her physical therapist, Dan, here to tell us more about this painful condition. Thank you all for being here. So first things first, frozen shoulder. It's a scary concept because it truly is frozen.
It truly is, Travis, and unfortunately it goes misdiagnosed for a long period of time, and people often complain of shoulder pain, and because it's painful, they don't want to move their shoulder, which makes it worse, of course, and this endless cycle. And so oftentimes they come to me after 4 to 6 months, the pain has gotten worse, and they can't sleep at night, and they can't do the simple things of daily living.
Surgery in a case like this is obviously a last resort. So with all the inflammation, there are things that we can do to try to get past it without surgery, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We always try to treat this conservatively first. And the first thing we need to do, like we did for Amy with the cortisone injection, is try to reduce the inflammation and reduce the pain. After we do that, then we try to regain her range of motion. And that's where physical therapy and my physical therapist, Dan, comes into play, and using things like a TENS unit, which can reduce that pain cycle.
So we got the TENS unit here. Let's give it a whirl and tell us what this is doing.
Well, what we use is the TENS unit comes on here and actually is going to take care of the pain that Amy's having. We're going to turn this on. We already have her set up with a couple electrodes, and it's really just at her comfort. Do you feel that yet?
No.
Amy?
And are you having any improvement after the steroid injection?
There we go.
Yes, things are a little bit better.
Okay.
Yes.
Now she's going to feel that. It's going to kind of scramble the pain, pathways simplistically, but it lets her move that arm a little bit, which is the key factor with this. If I can't get her out of that pain cycle, then she doesn't move it and it gets worse.
How much can you move your arm right now?
I can move it this far.
Which is a big
Move this one
improvement,
this
right?
far. Yeah.
So making some progress. You're going to try this until you get to a point where, you know what, we're getting no further improvement.
But unfortunately, half the time it doesn't get better. And then we have our surgical option.
So walk us through what you do in a surgery for this.
When we take patients to surgery, we need to first break up the scar tissue. So we take them to surgery, and under general anesthesia, under total relaxation, we actually move their arm. Couldn't do it in the office because they'd probably hit me, it's so painful. And then oftentimes we'll put the arthroscope in, which is like a telescope with a light on the end, and our mechanical shavers and instruments, and actually clean out the scar tissue to keep it from coming back.
And hopefully, we'll never get to that with you, right?
Right.
That's the goal.
That is the goal.
Hopefully won't, but we'll have to see, and we made an agreement that if she does have surgery, we're happy to take care of her.
Well, best of luck. Thank you for showing
Thank
the
you.
new device. Thank you, Lynn. Dr. Stetson.